Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Here is another easy peasy recipe on how to make chicken chow mein. Here are the ingredients. I'll be cutting my already cleaned and washed chicken. You can cut your chicken into any shape or sizes that you want. You can make your chicken stripes or cubes, any way you like it at all. But this is how I like mine. Not too big, not too small. Will be transferring into a bowl as you can see, and I'll be seasoning it with a little bit of chicken seasoning, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of soy sauce. And you have to massage so that all the ingredients can incorporate together. Let them marry each other and set it aside while you work on other ingredients. In that way, your chicken will be flavorful and will be tender. Here I'll be cutting my already cleaned and washed carrot. I already peel up the skin so that it could be more nicer, and I'm making these tiny strips. You can cut it or grate it or make any shape and sizes that you want, but here is how I like mine. I'll be cutting my washed and clean cabbage as well into the shapes that I want. You can make it like this if you want, or make it bigger, but I think with this it's more easier. It's not too big, it's not too small. Proceeding into cutting my spring onions into a little bit chunky, not too big, not too small. Slicing my white onion. Crush and chop my garlic, my 2 cloves of garlic. I want a little bit of heat and spicy flavor, so I'll be using 2 small scotch bonnets. You can skip this process if you don't want it hot. If you don't want your chow mein to be hot and spicy, you can skip this part. Now let's make our chow mein sauce. Firstly, I'll be adding half cup of hot water to dissolve my chicken broth cube. I bought this at Pep. You can get it at Pep or Spa. Make sure it's well dissolved in the hot water. I'll be adding corn flour or cornstarch. It's the same thing. I'll be adding sugar, soy sauce, oyster sauce, sesame oil, and mix all together. Make sure you mix everything. Make sure everything is well combined. Now let's make our noodle. I bought this noodle at Pick and Pay, chow mein noodle. It's about 400 gram, and I'll be using it comes with 6 pieces. I'll be using 4 pieces out of the 6. In that way, all the ingredients I have will be enough for the noodles I'm making. I'm just going to follow the instruction at the back of the noodle. So I need to bring this to a boil for about 4 to 5 minutes and strain the hot water after 5 minutes. Make sure you have your ice water ready, then pour your noodle inside of it. Make sure it sits in for like 30 seconds or to 1 minute while it's cool down. Then you transfer into a tray with paper towel. Make sure you dry your noodles as much as possible. Make sure it is well dried without any trace or form of water. Make sure it is well dry. Guys, you need to make this dry. I know I can't emphasize enough, because basically chow mein noodles, it's a stir-fried noodle. So it needs to be fried a little bit, so you don't need any water in there. Make sure it is well dry. Now let's cook our chicken. Put a little bit of oil in your wok and pour in your chicken. Make sure it is well cooked and golden. You want to keep your fire at a little bit high, let's say about medium heat. Yeah, and continue to stir fry until it is well cooked and golden. Transfer your cooked chicken into a bowl and add a little bit of oil and add your onion. You want to stir fry your onion. Everything now has to be stir fried, basically fried. Yeah, that is all about chow mein. It's a fried noodle. So keep stir frying your onion until it is cooked and golden. Transfer your fried onion into your chicken and add a little bit of oil again in your wok with your crushed garlic and your crushed scotch bonnet. If you don't want it hot, you can skip the part of the scotch bonnet. Then you can proceed to the rest of the ingredient. All of your veggies shouldn't stir fry more than a minute to 2 minutes to avoid being too cooked. You still need it to be crunchy, especially your carrots and cabbage. I'll be adding my cabbage now to stir fry with my garlic and scotch bonnet. Make sure you don't overcook it. That is why your stove or your gas need to be at medium heat. You don't want to overcook this because you still need that crunchiness. I'll be adding my carrots and stir fry as well. Make sure you stir fry evenly and make sure you do not burn or overcook your vegetables. I'll be adding my spring onions and stir fry as well for like a minute. Then I'll be transferring into a bowl. Put your wok back on the stove with a little bit of oil, then add your cooked noodle. You need to fry this for about a minute or two as well. After frying for a minute or two, pour in your veggies, your stir-fried veggies and your chicken with onion. And you need to let this marry each other for about 30 seconds. Make space for your sauce. When you pour your sauce, you want to make sure your sauce bring to a boil or cooking for about a minute or two before you start mixing your noodles and your vegetable. This is very important. Make sure it becomes brownish like this before you start mixing together, and do not over mix so that you don't break your noodles. A broken chow mein is no enjoyable. And let it sit together for like 2 to 3 minutes and your chow mein is ready, guys. Enjoy. If you make this recipe, do not forget to comment below. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you in my next video.